If you do the plasma cleaning and immediately after you do your bonding, that's where you get the most out of the process, because you have the surface which is clean, it's active, and so the metallic bond that you have to make, for example, in the wire bonding process, are going to be much stronger. The plasma cleaning process allows you to get two things. The first one is the cleaning part, which is in the name, plasma cleaning. The second thing that you get immediately after the process is done is that the surface is extremely active. There are a lot of active species that have been generated by the plasma that are still present in the surface, and they stay there for a period that can be between 30 minutes and a few hours. So activation is something that is lost over time. And that's why doing plasma and immediately after doing the bonding or the transfer molding process, that's one of the most important things, because the plasma cleaning effect will stay there forever. It's a permanent aspect of the process. The parts will stay clean, but the activation is slowly lost over time. We have the surface, we have our contamination. We remove the contamination. To remove the contamination, we have to make the plasma interact with the contamination, breaking it down and let it evaporate from the surface. This is the base of the plasma cleaning process. Once the contamination is done, the plasma interacts with the surface, which can be a metal or a ceramic part. And by interacting with this clean surface, we're still going to put energy into the surface. And so there will be active elements or molecules on the surface that will need to lower their energy. And they will do so during, for example, the bonding step. They will try to reduce their energy by making a bond with the bonding wire, for example. And that will increase the bonding strength between the surface and the bonds. For different types of contamination, you could do a wet cleaning process, which is like a simple cleaning with an industrial washing machine that uses a solvent and some additional additives. And that will actually dissolve the contamination, bring it in solution, and leave the part more or less clean. That specific technology has the drawbacks that you will still leave some solvent residues on the part, which plasma doesn't in that sense. And then there are other technologies like laser cleaning. So you shoot a laser onto the surface and you break down the contamination. You also have something which is called CO2 cleaning. That's an interesting technology as well. Basically, you shoot little spheres of CO2 that crash against the surface, and by evaporating, sublimating, from going from the solid state to the gaseous state, it will expand a lot, basically move away all the particles. These systems, they work well for macroscopic contamination, whereas plasma works best for microscopic contamination. So it brings you to the 99% clean to the 100% clean. I would say macroscopic for these technologies in the sense that they allow you to remove a lot of materials, but on the surface level, on the microscopic level, on the molecular level, they're still not enough. If you do the plasma cleaning and immediately after you do your bonding, that's where you get the most out of the process, because you have the surface which is clean, it's active, and so the metallic bond that you have to make, for example, in the wire bonding process, are going to be much stronger than without plasma for sure. Typically doing a wet cleaning to remove most of the contamination, and then after that doing a plasma process is something that happens in the industry. If you have like flux residues or very, very thick contamination. So you do first a wet cleaning that will remove most of the material. And then following that, you will do a plasma cleaning, and the plasma cleaning will remove the thin layer of microscopic contamination that still is present. And then you have the surface, which is completely clean and active to move forward to the next step. This specific requirement of having two different cleaning technologies, you have it only if the parts are really dirty. Most of our customers, they have only a very, very thin layer, which the plasma can take care of. And so they don't need a double cleaning process. Some of them they do, because they do some steps which leave a lot of contamination. So it really boils down to the production steps that your product requires. And if you introduce a lot of contamination, then you have to remove it with two cleaning steps. If you don't, just the plasma is enough.